What's going on, YouTube? This is Ricky J. Hope all's well, man. I gotta say, we are here on YouTube to give my prediction on the UFC 297 main event, Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. I haven't done one of these for a long time, but UFC 297 is going to be in my hometown. I live in Toronto. This event is in Toronto, and I thought it's only fitting to come on here and give my prediction on this main event. I want to tell you on a side note, I will not be going to this event. I really wanted to, and then kind of see some of you guys and take pictures, even though I'm incognito most of the time on YouTube. But the prices are insane, man. I went to UFC 129 in Toronto back in, 2011? I paid $600 for row 7 floor seats. Those same seats are going for 7,000 Canadian dollars for this UFC 297 event. And the cheapest seats are like $600. It's insane. So I'm going to be watching this event in my basement. But let's get to this matchup. Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. If you're wondering about the Vegas odds, they slightly favor Strickland. All right. It is very close. So minus 135 to plus 114. We're going to see how things play out here in simulation mode in UFC 5. But if you're wondering about my prediction, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a highly competitive matchup. But I am leaning towards Dricus Du Plessis as becoming the next middleweight champion. I feel like his ability, and I watch his fights, and I love his power, his aggression, but his ability to utilize those leg kicks and then follow it up with head strikes throws people off. It threw off Whitaker, but then he implements his wrestling as well, and he's in your face, and I don't think he's going to be starstruck by this event. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be too much for him. He's going to go in there and get the job done. I'm going to predict 4th round stoppage for Dricus Du Plessis. But Strickland's going to be a tough out. His defense is incredible, but I just feel like Dricus has way too many weapons compared to Strickland. Like, Strickland doesn't really have that stopping power, but Du Plessis, he's going to go in there and take you out. Du Plessis is a little bit younger at 30 years old. And Strickland is, I believe he's still 32. So let's see what happens. But let me know your thoughts on this main event. You know, the card is weak. I have to tell you, the UFC 297 card is weak, man. But the only thing I'm excited for in this event is the main event. So look at this. Du Plessis from South Africa. And apparently he's got a lot of family and friends flying all the way from South Africa to Toronto. And I got to tell you, the weather right now in Toronto is, we go by Celsius, it's like minus 25 degrees Celsius pretty much all week. So I always feel bad when the UFC, why does the UFC always come to Canada in the winter months? But all these guys from the South and from warm climates, they always complain about how cold it is. But it's not always like this. We're just hitting that Arctic air. Good old man winter has arrived here in Toronto. But here we go. Let's see how this plays out. So this is simulation mode, UFC 5. And I predict Du Plessis to go right at Strickland, man. He's going to go right at him. He's going to utilize those leg kicks and eventually go for that takedown. You know, I love how Du Plessis implements his wrestling, because then it gets his opponents thinking, like, where is he going to go? And then you end up being, what do they call it, reactive. And sometimes that's not a good thing, to react a little too much to feints, and then he'll eventually get you down. Then you start thinking about, oh my gosh, is he going to take me down? Is he going to strike with me? And then he utilizes the leg kicks, then you worry about your leg. Then he goes up high, then he goes for a takedown. Kind of reminds me of somebody I know, George St. Pierre. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to dictate the fight. But right here, look at this. Strickland trying to push forward here. He utilizes boxing. But Strickland's got good takedown defense, so it's not going to be easy for Du Plessis to get those takedowns. But I think just eventually, I feel like Du Plessis is going to get it down to the mat, and he's going to do some damage. But it's going to be an epic fight. Like I said, I'm predicting Du Plessis 4th round stoppage. But right here, look at this, Strickland. But Strickland has tremendous defense, man. I couldn't believe when he fought Adesanya, just how well he was at predicting what was coming his way. You know, that Philly shell, that ability to see what's coming and block and then power forward was just absolutely incredible. And even, you know, reacting to all the feints that Adesanya was giving him and then still finding a way to block when he let loose with his shots, Adesanya, you know. But right here, looks like Du Plessis has put the anchor down and is just throwing punches, faking takedowns. Strickland is not reacting. Oh, then he goes to the body. And when this is in simulation mode, it's a real-time clock, okay? So it's real 5-minute rounds. Oh, look at this. Strickland going with the uppercuts. And remember, Du Plessis was supposed to fight Adesanya, but he got injured. And then Strickland came in relatively short notice. And he pulled the Bisping, man. Remember that fight back in the day? Holy cow, I'll never forget. Luke Rockhold was the middleweight champion. He took out Weidman, and Weidman was unstoppable after, you know, taking out guys like Anderson Silva and Vitor Belfort. And then, holy, Rockhold came in there, and he did amazing. Weidman took a chance and found himself in a bad spot on the mat. But anyway, Rockhold thought he was invincible. And then Bisping came in there and caught him with, he just clipped him on the chin and then finished him. I think that goes down. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a huge GSP fan. Look at that. Du Plessis going with the takedowns. But I think that was one of the biggest upsets ever, in my opinion. Bisping against Rockhold. Let me know if you agree with that. I don't agree that Sarah St. Pierre was the biggest upset, you know? Oh, you could argue that Strickland Adesanya was the biggest upset. But anyway. Or Dillashaw, Henan Barao. It goes on, man. But yeah, GSP was relatively young. Look at this. And a little side saddle by Du Plessis. And then he denies it. And this is what drains you, man. When a guy just gets on top of you, you're fighting to breathe. And look at this. Oh, it doesn't get it. Good job there by Strickland fighting off that defensive or that submission. But I'm telling you, this is draining. This is draining, man, big time. And for all you guys that do not know, man, I used to train at Extreme Couture in Toronto, baby. And, man, I had a couple of jiu-jitsu sessions. And I'm telling you, I was on my back like Strickland is right here. And just trying to fight for survival, trying to not get submitted is so taxing on you, man. Because even though you're tired, your body goes into survival mode. And then when it's all said and done, so when this round ends, it's really hard to recover. Oh, look at this. But these guys are in tip-top shape that they're able to recover through training. And I don't know if you saw Strickland, man. His face is already marked up due to his intense training regimen. And look at this. Now he's got, wow. Now he's got the mount. But I'm thinking based on this round, we would give it 10-9 for Du Plessis. And Sean Strickland, he has incredible cardio. He's got to match the cardio against Du Plessis, in my opinion. Du Plessis carries a lot of muscle. Sorry, I'm trying to bypass these. There we go. He carries a lot of muscle, and if Strickland can push the pace, maybe he could drain out Dricus. Who knows, man? But it's going to be a very competitive fight. That's why the odds are so even, pretty much, you know? But I still have a feeling that Du Plessis is going to win. Look at this. Strickland kind of got stunned there. But I still don't know who I'm cheering for. When I used to do these prediction videos, I used to say, you know, my money's with Du Plessis, my heart's with Strickland, you know. But in this fight, I would say my money's with Du Plessis, but I don't think my heart's with any of them. I just want to see a good fight. But right here, they're standing there. Du Plessis not afraid of the power of Strickland. And that's the thing. The power of Du Plessis is going to make him win those very close rounds, in my opinion. Because in the eyes of the judges, they will see the impact of the punches of Du Plessis on Strickland, and maybe they will sway those close rounds to Du Plessis. But Strickland's got to use that volume. He's got to be active. And, man, maybe shoot for a takedown himself. Why don't he should throw off Dricus and go for takedowns, man. Got to be unpredictable. That's the thing, man. With those high-level fighters that we've seen over the years, man, it's the unpredictability that makes them so great. You don't know where they're going to go. And to evolve as a champion, you got to show something different. You got to give. Oh, look at that! I'm telling you, that's the power. And he did that to Robert Whittaker, man. Poor Robert Whittaker. He was doing well in the beginning of that Du Plessis fight, but I'm telling you, the power of Dricus, one punch could turn this fight on its head. And now look at this, Strickland going for punches, big punches, but he's got to just stay technical. Oh, and he misses. Oh, and I'm telling you, you could look at his body language, man. He is looking a little tired, but he's pushing forward. He's pushing forward, and man, they're both going to be in tip-top shape. Strickland looks amazing. I was looking at his training and looking at the embedded videos, and he's looking great, man. And both of them, when it comes to the mental game, they don't overthink it, you know? Sometimes fighters will go in there and the lights will be a little too bright, you know, and then they'll seize up. But these guys know it's just another fight. And they have a lot of respect for each other too, which I like to see. But I like to see it, but nothing's better than seeing a fight when two dudes just hate each other. It makes for a very, very intriguing matchup. I think out of all the fights, the bad blood between Dillashaw and Garbrandt was always so fun to watch, man. Guys just hated each other and wanted to compete. And Garbrandt's, man, wasn't fighting with his head, man. That's what caused him to get stopped twice. But anyway, back to this action. Du Plessis, a little bloody in the nose. Strickland cut on that right eyebrow, but he's still fighting through it. Still fighting through it, throwing punches, getting right in there. Sean Strickland reminds me of oh, nice. There you go. Kind of reminds me of Forrest Griffin. You know, doesn't really have that stopping power, but has that heart of a champion, man, and the will to keep on pushing forward. And look at this. Oh, transition. What a counter. Oh, man. That's a good counter. Wow, that was awesome. Going for that takedown. You got to be careful. You get choked out, right, Connor? Remember that? When McGregor wanted out of that Diaz fight the first time. He just didn't want to keep the fight on the feet, went for a sloppy takedown, and Diaz choked him out. And how about this? Look at this. Strickland now getting his back. And Du Plessis trying to get into a better spot, trying to turn into Strickland's chest, but doesn't get it. And now, again, Sean Strickland finishing the round here in mount. Punches don't have a lot of steam on it, but I would say it's 1-1. Oh, a nice denial right at the end. But it is 1-1. And look at that little cut on the bridge of the nose there. Great job by Strickland. So let's get into round 3. Remember, I'm predicting Du Plessis round 4 stoppage. Wouldn't that be hilarious if it happens here in this simulation? Here we go. And this is live, by the way. This is not pre-recorded, so I don't know what happens. Oh, look at this. Strickland stunned. And Du Plessis taking that 1 minute to recover, and now he's unloading. I like how it's giving me tips on how to block. I'm not even playing. Oh, a nice head movement. Oh, and there's that uppercut. Catches him, and the champ's in trouble. Down he goes. Is he going to pounce on him? Like he did against Whittaker. No. Oh, Superman punch. Good head movement by Strickland to get away. But Strickland is hurt, man. His head has been scrambled here. But he's trying to fight back, and this is bad, man. If Strickland gets hurt, for him to get back into range, you don't want to get clipped with something else here. But for Strickland to have success, he's got to do serious damage in that first or second round like he did against Adesanya. Really put some doubt in Du Plessis' head and get in the driver's seat, so to speak. Nice. But right there, not a lot of juice behind those punches at this point. Throwing sloppy punches, but the champ showing great heart. Trying to lean in for a hook. Now, nice. You got to do more of that, man. Go for those leg kicks. Nice. Duck under. Now he's got Du Plessis stunned, but doesn't follow up. Tries to go with a step in straight and misses. But I like what Strickland's doing here. He's just being patient and throwing punches that's not going to unload the tank. And Du Plessis really has to, I think he uses a lot more energy on his punches just because he puts a lot more behind them. And at this stage of a fight, when you're throwing punches and you're tired, man, and you miss, it's going to be bad news for you. And Strickland can throw punches when he's exhausted like this. And look, he's just touching him. And now the champ has sat him down. And he's going in for the kill here. And now Du Plessis moving around, a little unsure with his offense, going with the leg kicks. And, you know, with MMA, I got to tell you, it's so unpredictable. You just don't know what's going to happen. Oh, and now he's dropped him. You just don't know what's going to... You think you know until the fight happens. Then you're like, what just happened? But this is an incredible round. And now we talked about Du Plessis' cardio, but he looks exhausted. He is exhausted. He has nothing left in the tank. And Strickland looks to be rejuvenated here. You can just tell by his body language. He looks to be rejuvenated. Oh, but he gets dropped. And that's the thing with Du Plessis. Sometimes his body language when he lumbers around, man, he looks tired, but he still could hit you with one shot that could end the fight, like I said, man. And look at this. Oh, nice head movement. But Strickland, oh, now showing the wear and tear of this grueling fight. And I hope we see a fight like this. Both guys tired, bloodied, bruised up. And now they're standing face to face like what we saw in the beginning of this fight. Nice head movement. Oh, Strickland needed to throw something there as he slipped that punch, but decided not to go with anything. Now he goes with a sloppy hook, but lands a straight. I like what... Oh, nice head movement. Strickland's got to be careful here. But look at how Du Plessis, man, he's just waiting for an opportunity to throw one big punch. And now they're staring at each other. Nice job by Strickland. Playing possum there. And now, no. Let's hope this doesn't happen. Let's hope this does not happen in the real fight. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it, ref. Get out of there. This is the main event. All right. I looked at it. It's bad. But we're going to let the fight go on. All right. Don't get hit again in that area. Come on. Don't envy a stoppage. But look at all that blood all over the mat. Unbelievable. Now a right hand. And as they're lumbering around. And Du Plessis just needs to turn it up a little bit. Both of them just need to turn it up a little bit. And they can get any of them out of there. But Herb Dean looking closely. And there's another left hook by Du Plessis. And Du Plessis walking away thinking, come on, stop the fight. Stop the fight. And Strickland kind of fighting with a little adversity here, knowing that this fight may be stopped. This fight may be stopped at a certain point. Oh, there it is. Could this be it? I said fourth round. Oh, what's Du Plessis doing? Nice job by Strickland grabbing the wrist. And this is good. This is good for Strickland, just giving him the opportunity to recover. And Du Plessis, exhausted, can't seem to posture up. And he's looking to take a breather here as we are going to the fourth round. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. Let's hope this Canadian doctor. Do you think he's a Canadian doctor? Well, it is in Canada. Let's hope that this guy, man, does not step in and stop this fight. Oh. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Wow, look at that. Multiple cuts all over the face. You're all right. You're all right. They're looking at him like, are they going to throw in the towel? Like Penn St. Pierre too? Wow. Unbelievable. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. The round that I predicted that it will end, but maybe, is it going to be switched? Is Strickland going to do it? Oh, Strickland. Is he going to shock the world again? Oh. Goes with a kick to the body. And look at the champ. Oh, the champ's now coming forward. This is great stuff. The champ is exhausted, but he's winning this round. Oh, he's clipped him again. And does Du Plessis have anything left? Does Du Plessis have any offense to mount? Oh, but he's punching like he's underwater. And Strickland seems to be the... Oh, look at this. He's got to pounce on him. He's got to pounce on him. No! Not the... Oh, my gosh. Ref, get out of here. Get out of here. He's looking at him. Oh, my, I hate when these docs come in here and try to... Oh, I looked at him. He's cut up bad, too, but we're going to let him... All right, don't get hit anymore, okay? It's too bad. Your face is a mess. Okay, here we go. Both warnings by the doctor on each side. Here we go. Here we go. This is going to be it, man. This is going to be it. Strickland trying. Oh, down he goes. Is the champ going to do it? Here it is. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Strickland has done it. Oh, man. 4th round stoppage. Strickland has retained the title. Unbelievable stuff. There you have it, people. Let me know your thoughts on this fight. Like I said, I'm predicting Du Plessis round 4, but UFC 5 is showcasing Strickland round 4 by TKO stoppage. Unbelievable. Holy cow. Right, guys, there you This is Ricky J, man. All the best. And I will see you guys in the comments. OMG.
And still, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland.